I am setting up the rest of this live stream so that we can hang out for a little while today. Let me just go ahead and get this set up so that we don't get harassed by them bots. By bots. Them bots. We're going to make it subscribers only. We'll put any duration. We will go ahead and make it so I can get paid for this live stream. How is everyone doing today? We got just a few. Oh no, wait, that's like another day away. That's like tomorrow night at midnight. What the freak? So, all right, what does that say? Ads automator is off. So, okay, I got the ads automator off. So, we can just have some fun, talk about this stuff, cuz what's up, PS5 Blow? So apparently there's some rumors out there that we are getting a new Xbox in 2026. Now let me tell you about this. If it's true, I think that's awesome. 6 years in the console space is like an eternity, to be completely honest with you. Merry Christmas, Cabbage. Yeah, dude, I had a great one, man. Christmas was awesome this year. It was awesome. What's up? I declare war. Merry Christmas. So here's my thoughts on this. I put out a video, but nobody's watched it, obviously. Here's my thoughts on this, and I know that there's a market for this because there's a lot of old gamers like me that have been playing console for a very long time. And you know, once you get to the point where like Xbox Series X starts to not hold its ground when it comes to like higher resolutions and stuff like that. Because if you're my age, obviously you can afford a nice 4K TV. Like clearly you can go out and buy an LG C2, you can go out and buy a Vizio, you can go out and buy whatever freaking OLED TV you want because you have worked your whole life and you have that extra money, so you can afford to do that. Well, the thing with these consoles is that's just it. They're consoles. Clearly, they're built for a specific market that is catering to that $300 to $500 range. Well, I 100% believe that if Xbox came out with an Xbox that was powerful and could actually do 4K resolution at 60 frames a second up to 120 frames a second with that locked console ecosystem for $1,000 to $1,500, I guarantee people in my age bracket would buy that. And then they could have their, you know, their Xbox Series X that would do like dynamic 4K and 60 frames a second, you know, with their 864p to match the PlayStation, and then they can have the Series S for the kids. I 100% believe that Xbox could do that and still make my, even PlayStation could sell you $1,000 PS5. For the older gamers like myself that want that console experience, that still want to be able to play games and be able to utilize the newest, coolest display tech like 4K OLED and be able to get what they pay for. I'm pretty sure there were people out there paying that much for a freaking PS5 when they were getting scalped. So you can't tell me that there's not a market out there for that. Gonna start putting, yeah, you're gonna have to, man. Happy Hogmanay for tomorrow. Also, may your I absolutely believe that there's a market out there for a much higher quality pro consoles. But I mean, if you look at this, to get 4K at 60 frames a second, you really do need like at least a 7800 XT or something like that. What's up, Jedi Knight? You need at least that amount of power to be able to push that. And if they had, so 7800 XT is pretty strong. And if your games are optimized for that, you know, it's still obviously a locked Xbox ecosystem, but they would have to have a dedicated GPU. They would have to have a dedicated CPU, and it would all have to run, you know, with a like I don't know if an APU is going to be able to do that anytime soon, especially because of the power constraints of the traditional console. You need at least 650 watts to be able to push that. You have to. And, I mean, maybe not. Yeah, you do. I mean, you should see this thing light up when I'm doing freaking 4K, and it's incredible, man. Like the way it changes your gaming experience going from I just bought Wreckfest again. I have Wreckfest on Nintendo Switch, I have Wreckfest on PS5, I have Wreckfest on Xbox. I just bought it again on PC. Going from 4K 60 to 4K 165 absolutely changes that freaking experience, man. It is so clear. It is so freaking smooth that it's like, wow, this is incredible. Racing games at high frame rate is awesome. So are shooters. So are shooters, man. Keep Series X at 350 and pump out games. Best thing Microsoft can do. Yeah, I mean, if they're losing money on it, might as well. You know what I mean? If that's their whole thing, I honestly do think that both Xbox and PlayStation need $1,000 consoles. Yeah, they would, man. The state of the economy, bro, only affects like the younger population significantly to where they can't afford that. That's what I'm saying, though. For the people that got the money, that want to pay, $1,000 to $1,500 to get their real 4K at 60 frames a second, they should have that option if they want to stay in the console space. We've never had this problem. This is the first time that gamers have ever really come to this problem, where we have gamers my age that have been playing since Nintendo that are starting to really want to be able, like, we've never had this combination of problems before. We've never had $2,000 4K TVs, and you know what I mean? And like, yeah, we've never had this problem before. Like 4K was started last generation, and then we all thought that our Series X and our PS5 were going to actually deliver that 4K 60 experience. We've never had this problem before. This is the first time we've ever really had this problem to where we need more we need more power, and the only way to get more power is to pay more money for that. It's either go buy a PC so that you can have your 4K 60 frames a second, or you're just going to have to take whatever they can get you. And I get the whole convenience of console. Like, I get it. Like, I 100% understand it. You want to come home, you want to play your game, you don't want to have to play with settings, you don't want to have to do any of that. I mean, it's not as bad on PC as most people make it out to be. It's really not like that. Once you figure it out and you understand and decide what settings you want, it's really not that hard. It's not that hard at all. And every time you boot up a game, it automatically has like an auto detect, and it just automatically sets the settings to whatever is going to get you the best performance to visuals. Like, you don't even have to play with anything, really. Greetings from the Netherlands. Hey, Elite. How's it going, man? I have some final PC shopping advice. Advice needed. My budget allows either 7600X with a 7900 XTX or a 7800X 3D with a 70. I would go with the second option, to be completely honest with you. If getting a 7600X and pairing that with the most with the highest level of AMD card, I think you would potentially get a better experience out of the 7800X 3D and the 7800 XT. Yeah, for 1440p, I would go with the second option. 7900 XTX is a 4K card, and it pushes 4K. So at 1440p, you're gonna find yourself. I would say you're gonna get the same frame rate either way on this one, Elite Popper. because with the 7900 XTX on a 1440p monitor, you're going to be using virtual super resolution to push that to like 6K, and then downsampling that to 1440p just so you're not bottlenecking a lot. Whereas with the 7800X 3D and the 7800X, the 7800 XT, you're going to be pushing 1440p up to 4K if you want to re-downsample that. But I think you're going to get about the same frame rate either way if depending on how you choose to do that. So I would say go with the 7800X 3D and the 7800 XT, because that's going to put you in a better position for your next GPU upgrade with the 7800X 3D. You'll be able to go from that. You'll be able to go from that CPU up to a higher level GPU next generation or the generation after, whenever you decide to upgrade again. That's going to put you in a better place CPU wise than the 7600X. So that's probably the route I would take. And to be completely honest with you, the 7800 XT is an absolute beast. It is an absolute beast for 1440p. This is why they can make another Series S for budget, better 1440p maybe. Yeah, they could definitely do that. I would absolutely recommend the 7800 XT Elite. That card is awesome, and it rocks 1440p like hardcore. Like it is a damn good 1440p card. Why not get the PC for 1K? Because you need about $1,500. I declare war to get that. $1,500 is about the cost of a PC, and that's building it yourself. And that's, you know, with SSD, that's on the AM4 platform. You might be able to do AM5, but I think you're going to be at an AM4 platform for $1,500. Yeah. What do you mean it would just keep setting developers back? No, man. I loved the beginning of this generation getting those cross-gen games. I just didn't like the fact that it was taking like 3 years, but a couple, like a year or two of cross-gen games, that's not bad. You get a benefit of having cross-gen games. What's up, Mr. Glass? Yeah, some people want the security and the ease of console. That's true. That's why I'm saying that this here makes the most sense if Xbox is going to do that. Put out a high quality pro console, you know, that's got people are spending more than that on PC, Ludus. Sliding ladder of diminishing. Yeah, of course you will, obviously. But I mean, if you've got that much power, if Microsoft has that much power out of the gate to work with actual 4K 60, then they can keep that strong for that generation. Yeah, and then the next gen Series S should be about as powerful as an Xbox Series X. The Series S line isn't going anywhere. They're going to keep that. Like, they will always keep that. Thanks for the clarification. I have had my AMD FX 6350 and GTX 960 since 2016. So long, due for an upgrade. Oh, yeah, dude, definitely. You're definitely due for an upgrade. But like I said, the GPU, like the 7800 XT GPU is really strong right now for 1440p. Very strong card. I would invest more in your CPU and your motherboard and other things and get that GPU for 1440p, because the more you upgrade like your CPU and all of that stuff, the more longevity that's going to have, so that you can only have to worry about buying a GPU on your next upgrade. Like right now, you're at a position where you have to upgrade both. So I would go that route. To be completely honest with you, I think it'll save you the most money and it'll give you the most bang for your buck. Because that 7800X 3D is going to give you a pretty good amount of FPS just with that. so that when you go to a higher GPU, you're going to be able to, you're still going to be able to get that. Yeah, I play 4K on the 7900 XT. That's I got the 7900 XT in there right now. I've been playing a lot of Forza with it. My favorite moment of 2023 was when Microsoft acquired Activision on Friday the 13th and ponies were nowhere to be found. 4K is very overrated. I 100% agree with that, dude. I would recommend 1440p over 4K any day of the week. Any day of the week. But we're talking about the console mindset. If you bring yourself back to the console mindset for a minute, the 4K is like, dude, like I get it, man. Like I'm a gamer, man. Like I get hyped over 4K. I get hyped over my Xbox can do 4K and my PS5. It is what it is, man. But yeah, once you get in that mindset and you're hyped, you obviously need the power to get it. Do you think getting the 5800X 3D? That's a good CPU. That would be a good CPU. I personally am still okay with the AM4 platform. I am going to probably upgrade to AM5 sometime next year. Sometime next year I will be upgrading to AM5 I'm going to upgrade to AM5 when the next gen GPUs come out, because I'm going to do what I'm doing this gen, covering the mid-range. I'm only going to cover the mid-range from now on. The 7900 XT is the last high-end card I'm buying. So next gen, it'll just be the 78 or the 8800 and the whatever 5070 or whatever. They'll increase graphics fidelity to the point that consoles can barely handle 30 FPS, and then all games will suffer for it. Pretty much. Hey, what's up, Good Talk? What's up? Yeah, same thing. Xbox first party to focus on Series X and just pump out games the last 3 to 4 years of this generation. Don't want them learning new hardware yet. Why not, man? Dude. Yeah, see, I think it should be 800. Honestly, next Xbox. I think $1,000 you can get more bang for your buck. Man, I'm worn out. I don't even know what headset I have on. The right one for this PC, apparently. I've spent like half of the past 24 hours redoing work because of Adobe's stupid updates erasing my videos. Oh, dude, that sucks. Man, I use Cyberlink Power Director, bro. I don't care about Adobe's expensive garbage. Oh, does the Xbox going fully digital? Well, of course it would be. I have a 1660 Super, and I want to try AMD card. That's better for around 400, 500. What card? 7800 XT, bro. I recommend the 7800 XT. I think that is the best card that you can get this generation for the money. Power to price ratio, I absolutely 100% believe in 7800 XT. I bought one. I think it's incredible. It really does. It blows 1440p away, no problem. And it does pretty dang good at 4K with FSR and stuff like that. You can get pretty decent 4K experience. Naughty Dog made PS4 Slim. Seeing with The Last of Us 2. Yeah. Console for 4K. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you could get your 30 frames per second. Oh, is AM5 worth it though for August? See, I don't know yet, Sanchez. I don't know. When I go AM5, it'll probably be on the 8000. The 8000 series CPUs. When I go to AM5. Right now AM4 is absolutely fine. It feels just fine. Like I don't feel like I'm at a disadvantage. Consoles are only doing 1440p, then upscaling anyways. Actually, they're doing 864p and then upscaling to 1440p, and then yeah, it just depends. I'm not doing the supers, no. If I do any of the supers next year, it would be the 4080 super. To run it to the 7900 XT. But I haven't decided yet. I don't think I'm gonna buy any more GPUs next year. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I need the clicks, so I might. It's also the thing I actually tune every game with the settings, which I feel like gets looked over a lot with benchmarks. Simply by lowering just the shadows, I gain so many FPS on my boomer system. Yeah, I was thinking about actually doing benchmarks at like low settings. Just to see how, because these games actually still look pretty dang good at low settings, man. My 4070 can't do 4K 60 at high settings. PS5 Pro people expecting 4K 120. Yeah. Yeah, my 4070 can't do 4K at 60. No, dude, and I got the desktop version of the 4070, Pella. It's not gonna do 4K 60, dude. It's got 192-bit bus. It like 4K is very hard for that card. 4K is like almost, yeah, dude. Like when Nvidia made the 4000 series cards, they intentionally made it so you're locked to your resolution. 4070 is a 1080p 1440p card. It is what it is. 7800 XT, because it's got a 256-bit bus, it can push into 4K. Like, it can do that. But for 4K, you really do want at least 320-bit bus. You do. It makes it easier to get there. Good times. I occasionally use OBS. Yeah, OBS is still... I use Streamlabs OBS. I'm still rocking my 5800X. 5800X was pretty good. I liked mine. 8800 XT is going to be the mid-range, and 9000 XT will be the next high-end. Yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm at. That's pretty much the rumors right now, is that the 8000 series is going to top out in the mid-range. So that's fine with me at 88. It's like an 88,000 XT or 8800 XT. I do think the 8800 XT is going to have a pretty significant power increase over the 7800 XT, though. Yeah. That's about the new Super RTX cards next year. They sound like marginal upgrades. That's pretty much what it sounds like to me. There are way more interesting things these days. Yeah. Buy CPUs, man. They are way more interesting these days. Yeah. CPUs is kind of a pain in the butt though, man, because yeah, dude. It's easier to swap out a graphics card than it is to swap out a CPU all the time, man. To swap out the CPU, I got to pull my whole thing down and take it over there, take it apart. To swap out a GPU, I just got to unplug a few cords, plug the GPU in, and yeah, dude, I can do that right there without even moving my setup. CPUs are kind of... If I had like a test bench, if I ever invest in a test bench, then maybe something like that. But for right now, that's kind of just a pain in the butt for me, man. A bit too much work for the money that I make on YouTube. That's a bit too much work. It's like an 8-year-old game. 4090 can barely handle 4K 60 depending on the game. Settings, I've been playing Rise of the Tomb Raider, and sometimes it tanks to like 40 for a second. Really? Rise of the Tomb Raider? Oh no, I was playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, dude. I was playing that one at 6K. Even the 4060 can rock games at 1440p with AI trickery. Oh yeah, of course. And that card's even worse. It's got a 128-bit bus, man. That card should be decent for 1080p or 720p maybe. Gained a lot of support with the 6K and now 7K series of GPUs. Think they made the right moves. More power for less money. Oh yeah, definitely. If I do buy one of them super cards, it's gonna be a 4080. If the 4080 really does come in at $999, the 4080 Super, then yeah, I'll buy one. I told you my max is $1,000 for GPU, so it'll be a toss up between the 4070 Ti and the 4080. I absolutely should have bought. I probably should have just bought the 4070 Ti in the first place, because this 4070, man, it really does kind of feel pretty weak. The only really good thing about the 4070 is the higher frame rates on ray tracing games. Nobody complained about heat and power draw a lot last generation when the Nvidia cards were like way hotter and running freaking way more power. So I don't know, man. I'm perfectly okay with the extra heat that I'm getting out of mine. Dude, it's not even that hot. It's not even that hot. Let's see. Performance. My GPU is running right now at 94 watts. Total board power is 94 watts. Temperature 51. Hotspots 50 is 62. Fan speed is 583, and that's just doing this. So yeah, dude, I'm not. It doesn't feel like it's. Wow, GPU utilization is running at 4. Wow, just running freaking Streamlabs is utilizing 54% of my CPU, bro. My CPU temperature is at 74. That doesn't seem right. Should that be running at 74? Shouldn't it be like 60? Let me get on this screen capture. Shouldn't this be a little bit lower? Yeah, there we go. Now it's down. That's kind of weird, man. But here's the GPU. Yeah. You know, Pella, when I first bought I don't know, dude. I don't know about laptops. It's going to be stronger than 79 XTX, so might be hard to go back to your 79. Oh, dude, I love the freaking... I love the AMD software, dude. There's, like, NVIDIA would have to significantly upgrade their user experience for me to not want to go back to AMD. Besides summer, we are always cold. Yeah, for real, huh? RTX 4080 Super when it comes out for my second PC rig. Yeah. 70 is good in a gaming laptop. That's about it. I have the 5900X. Legion Go, yeah. Legion Go is pretty good. It's the same as my ROG Ally. The exact same settings. The Z1 Extreme. Why, dude? I don't care about a ROG. I don't care about the Legion Go. EVGA 850 PSU. Don't really want to upgrade for next gen cards. The 7800, the 7900 XT would run on an 850. You don't really need that much. I've got a 1,000-watt power supply in mine. Mine is 1,000. But we're getting off course, man. We need to go back to Xbox. Next gen Xbox. I love my freaking ROG Ally. I think it's awesome. Get away from my stuff, dog.
Be nice to my dog.
She's always in my face.
Come on, dog.
Always in my grill. Thinks I got food for her. Oh, man. The doggy came in and the doggy left. Do you guys think I should go live more often? I have so much more fun right now making videos than going live. I've just been spending a lot of my time doing other things. At 7600 XT comes out, I might get some good clicks. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like the AMD cards seem to get a lot of views. Nobody cares about the Nvidia cards. Everybody's always telling me to get Nvidia, and I'm like, why, dude? Nobody cares about Nvidia. They all want to know about AMD. There's already so many Nvidia channels out there, bro, that nobody cares. Everybody's already found their... Everybody's already found their best good favorite Nvidia pusher. So, you know what I mean? And I'm not just going to be there yanking freaking Nvidia off all the time. Oh, God, these DLSS and the ray tracing. The ray tracing is good on like 5 games. I'm not going to sit and yank off freaking Nvidia all the time, bro. Like, I don't care about the... AMD is where the money's at, bro. AMD is where the fun's at. What are you talking about? Xbox will never go all digital, huh? Yeah, they will. ROG 2 just picked it up over the holidays. Dude, the ROG Ally is absolutely incredible. I love my ROG. My ROG is my baby. I'm so glad I didn't buy a Steam Deck, though. That would have been such a waste of money if I would have bought a Steam Deck, bro. Oh, man. Waiting for that ROG Ally was probably the best decision I ever made. And then when they announced the Legion Go and it had the same specs, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Halo VR would be cool. I'd like to see Xbox do something with Meta, though. Like do a collaboration with Meta to let you use like your Quest, your Meta Quest 3 or your Meta Quest 2 with the Xbox console and do VR. I think that would be cool. I want to see what, instead of having to buy like a PlayStation VR 2 that only works with a plug, dude, I'd much rather have my Xbox run with a wireless headset like MetaQuest 3. Xbox plus still millions of players on Xbox One and 360. Yeah, I mean, if they did bring over, I do think they would want, to have that backwards compatibility. That's part of their DNA now. Like getting rid of that would be bad. Put more Windows. Yeah, xCloud looks very good on the ROG Ally. Very, very good. It actually works pretty good on this too, man. This GameSir, bro. I don't have the issues with this. You know what I mean? Like the loading freaking line going up across the screen that often on there. It runs pretty dang good. When it first released, definitely glad I'm very glad I didn't get that, dude. RT and DLSS 7900 XTX. 7900 is 30 to 50 FPS behind 4090. One is 800 to 1,000. The other is 2,000. Let the NVIDIA... Yeah, dude. 50 to 30 to 50 frames for me, man. When you're already over 60 frames, yeah, that doesn't matter too much. I just checked my updates, and Cyberpunk has a 53 gig update. What the heck is that about? On what? Xbox? Let me see. Yeah, no update for Cyberpunk. Not on here anyways, not on PC, maybe on the Xbox. Oh, that was December 5th. Yeah, there was that patch that came out on December 5th. Steam Deck is hands down better and will only get better in future iterations. Let me know if Asus even acknowledges the existence of the Ally 5 years from now. They probably won't. 5 years from now, I'll probably have a different handheld. In 5 years from now, I'll have a PlayStation Portal. PlayStation Portal better. Just check my Microsoft fusing Xbox with Windows. My opinion has been great. Having to pay only €10 a month for 500 plus games on the fly. It's honestly a steal. I've been replaying many classics. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, on the Xbox, yeah, that's a pretty decent upgrade. Getting a GameSir controller from my Series X with a Hall effect stick. Dude, it's awesome, man. This GameSir is awesome. So with the GameSir, when I first was doing like the videos for it, I didn't even download the software, but once you download the software on this, oh my freaking gosh, man, you can get in there and set everything up, and then you can like listen to this. But you can make it so when you push the triggers, it does the rumble, like no matter what, like when you push them. I've been having such a blast with racing games with that. It's so cool, man. And these Hall effect joysticks and triggers, they're Hall effect triggers too. And then the joysticks, very, very, very smooth. You got a lot better rotation than like with the regular Xbox controller. I like it a lot more. Oh snap! I don't remember buying the DLC. I don't think. Yeah, dude, it updates either way. Even if you didn't buy the DLC, you're still gonna update. I have 7860. I don't have the money to buy a 7900, but I'm very happy with the 7800 XT. 7800 XT is awesome, man. Like you don't necessarily need a 7900 XT, man. Like a 7800 XT at 1440p is absolutely incredible. One is $2,000. No, I do not think the NVIDIA experience, even at $2,000, is better than what you can get at $1,000 with freaking AMD. It is not $1,000 better than the AMD experience. Keep telling yourself that. Like that's why you keep wasting money and NVIDIA keeps getting richer, because you keep telling yourself that you're getting $1,000 better experience, and you're not. You're simply not. You are not getting a $1,000 better experience out of a 4090. That card is going to be just as obsolete as everything else when the 50 series comes out, because there's going to be some new feature for the 50 series cards that's going to make your 4090 absolutely obsolete, and NVIDIA isn't going to back support it just like they don't with anything else. It's not a fact, Ludus. It is not a fact. You are not getting a $1,000 better experience out of a 4090 over a 7900 XTX. That is simply not a fact. It is simply not true. That is simply not true. A 4080 versus a 7900 XT, you are not getting a $300 better experience out of that. You're just not. I mean, this 4070, bro, I've tried all your guys' little ray tracing. I've tried it all, and to tell you the truth, dude, it's simply not as good as you guys make it out to be. It's really not. You can barely tell the difference on a lot of games. And when I played through Alan Wake 2 on my 7900 XT versus what it looks like with ray tracing enabled on the 4070, I would have taken the 7900 XT experience any day of the week over that. Dude, there's no way. No. Obsolete fast. What we should want, though, early 2000s, because we are making progress. Oh, I already know. That's why I don't buy into that 90 series crap on Nvidia, dude. It's not that much better than the 80 series, bro. And the 80 series is yeah, man. It's dumb. It is dumb. Nvidia has a lot of mind share. They've got a lot of money out there. Ray tracing is not at a place right now that makes sense for it to be useless. AMD is the way if you don't care. Yeah, dude, I don't care about ray tracing. I absolutely do not care about ray tracing enough to spend. Dude, I would much rather go out and buy a 7900 XTX over any high-end freaking Nvidia card. I just feel like you're going to get a much better, well-rounded experience out of AMD. And that's been my experience. Ooh, saw you live daytime. But can sit in for a bit. Okay. Elden Ring at 1440p on an OLED TV looks better with AMD upscaling. Yeah. 30 to 50 FPS is literally an entire extra GPU worth of performance over what you're but 30 to 50 FPS when you're already at a higher FPS, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. It doesn't matter at all. Anything over 60 frames per second already starts to feel marginally better once you get to a certain point. Like, yeah, dude, I get that FPS is good, but dude, I really do not like DLSS as much as everybody blabs on about it. It is really not that great. Choose one that makes sense. Dude, I already did make sense. $1,000 7900 XTX is a much better investment than a 4090. A far better investment for gaming than a 4090. People from AMD for letting you use frame generation on it. I know, huh? Nvidia didn't care. You're trying to tell me that, honestly, you're trying to tell me that AMD can make it so your 30 series can have frame gen, but Nvidia and all its infinite money and wisdom couldn't extend that olive branch to you for buying their inflated GPUs. How much frames do people really need? Depends on the game. 60 FPS is good normally. Anything from 60 to 100 frames per second is actually pretty much ideal for like open world games and stuff like that. Shooters, you're going to want a little bit higher, up to 120 and higher, and racing is the same. But both shooters and racing games usually run at pretty high frame rate. They like you don't you don't really need a whole lot. You need AI. PC gaming before you were born, much less before frame generation existed. Couldn't care less. I don't think you were PC gaming before I was born. What's up, Pixel? $1,000? Dude, yeah, $1,000 easily would probably, like, if for a 4K, for a real 4K 60 Xbox, I think $1,000 is a fair price. I paid $800 for a freaking ROG Ally, bro. Yeah, dude, $1,000 for a freaking Xbox Series Super Eggs or whatever. Don't invest in gaming PC, just buy a ROG Ally. Yeah, I think AMD will bring some competition to the 40 and 50 series with their RDNA 5. I have 4090 and it's worth it to me as I like ray tracing. Yeah, I don't really like I don't really care much for. I don't care too much for ray tracing. It just really doesn't. It really doesn't do that much for me. It really doesn't. Like, I would much rather have higher frame rate. Higher frame rate is more important to me than ray tracing. I have a 1440p 240 OLED, my 7800X 3D 4090, and I'm glad I can push 240 FPS in a lot of games. Nice. AMD, this and that, all things that don't exist. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that Nvidia is better, dude. Like, my experience is completely opposite to most people that are out there pushing that. Play Xbox. Oh, not me. That makes sense. People act like they need 600 FPS. You don't need 600 FPS, bro. You absolutely don't. Going from 30 to 60 is definitely a good jump. Going from like 60 to 100 is a pretty decent jump, or up to 120. Like every 60. But see, the thing is most of these games, these open world games that I play, I'm pushing anywhere from 70 to 120 FPS on those, and that feels pretty good. You don't really necessarily need more than that. Shooters and racing games, definitely higher frame rate. But everything else, yeah, you don't necessarily... You definitely don't need 320 frames to play a freaking RTS game. Or anything like that. AMD software. The AMD software is the best. It's better. AMD software better. Look at this. Beautiful. See, you just click this little HyperRX button right there. And then boom. Sets everything right here. You got all this stuff. Go into display, man. You can set all this cool stuff up. Virtual super resolution. Oh, I love that. Gotta have me some virtual super resolution. Yeah, dude, you get... Like this right here with virtual super resolution, I can push all the way to 8K, dude. Can your Nvidia card do that? My Nvidia card only goes up to freaking 4K with DSR. I can only get up to 4K with DSR. 30 to 60, mind blowing. 60 to not too noticeable. It is kind of true, man. From 30 to 60, it is like, whoa. But anything, once you get past 60 frames per second, to me, it's kind of diminishing returns. It's kind of diminishing returns, except for like racing games, because it adds a lot of clarity to those, and shooters. But like when you're just out there in an open world game playing, dude, you barely notice the higher frame rates. You barely notice it. And unless you go and play a game at 60 frames per second, then you can notice it. But if you're just sitting there and it like you get used to it, and it just doesn't really matter anymore. Nobody who's a camper. Ray tracing to me is just not that great. Maybe your Nvidia card with a 4090, but yeah, dude. Your gaming desktop systems. AMD's mobile GPUs, APUs are pretty decent. If they do ARM, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Is this flexing? I'm a casual content. RT has never really impressed me much. Path tracing has impressed me, but even then, most people won't pay for it. Yeah, dude, path tracing is pretty much exclusive to a higher end card. Yeah. Ghost of Tsushima on PS5, and it took me a while to adjust, and I was trying to figure out if the controls were broke. Yeah, dude, going from 30 to 60, it does because you've been trained so long to hit that 30 FPS, like the muscle memory and stuff. Once you get used to higher frame rates, though, it's a lot harder to go back to 30 frames per second for sure. I had a hard time playing Demon Souls at 60 frames per second. Like it just felt better at 30. When you play keyboard and mouse on a controller, 60 FPS is great. Yeah. See? And I play a lot with the controller, so it doesn't matter to the FPS doesn't matter too much if you're using a controller.
I have to work on Monday.
Why?
Because I just got to.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because the person that's taking over Monday wanted it off.
Are you kidding me?
For their anniversary or something.
Oh gosh. Okay. Sad face. Do you want me to go to work too? I could try.
No, just thought I'd tell you. That I have to go to work.
But you have the next Monday off, right?
Yeah, but then I have a training.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where my dog is.
Oh, she's probably
She
in the trash like the rest of the pandas. All right, most games on PS2 were 60 FPS. That's true. There was a lot of them. Tried to play RoboCop at 30 FPS, made me feel sick. 60 FPS works great on Xbox though. Yeah. That was ruse. What did you say? Got a muscle. Yeah, playing at 30 FPS on open world games isn't too bad, to be completely honest with you. I mean, open world games at 30 frames per second is not bad. When you start playing like racing games and shooters and stuff like that, that's when it starts to get a lot harder. But I'll tell you what, Pablo, playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on 120 FPS, it feels incredible. It is very fun to play that game. Like the aiming feels better, the combat feels better, the visuals look better just because of just going up to a higher frame rate. You guys don't understand that like higher frame rates actually makes the visuals look better too, because they look cleaner. They look a lot cleaner. You get more pixels at 60 frames per second than you do at 30. Yeah, Redfall was okay at 30 frames. I bought a PC and now I'm running at 4090. Yeah, see, you went straight to the top. It's hard to go back down. You didn't even need all that. You really didn't. Spending that much money is just a waste of money. Am I getting 4090? No. Definitely not buying a 4090. Buys 4090, plays YouTube. Oh, I breathe in once a minute. On a good day. I don't enjoy Souls-like games. I enjoy them, but I just get burnt out. I get burnt out with them pretty quickly. Got a Ninja PC myself too. It's good, but to be honest, it's just my PC now. You get used to anything. The newest Xbox ain't good. The newest Xbox is just fine. Xbox Series X is awesome on a 1440p monitor. I love my Xbox on my monitor. It feels just great. You gamers are so bad. I feel like crap and I couldn't find my thermometer, so I'm just going to say... Merry New Year to you too. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Got one in your hands. $1,000 for a console. At that point, buy a PC. No, 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 no. See, that's the thing. That's the thing, Darth. We need $1,000 consoles. We need $1,000 consoles so they can be actually powerful. Care much for the FPS. I love convenience. Steam Deck and Series X is all I need. Yeah, see, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. You would pay $1,000 for a free. I think a lot of gamers my age would pay $1,000 for a console that could run better on their 4K TV, man. Like you didn't go out and buy a 4K TV to play at 864p, bro. Like seriously, man. You want a minimum of 1440p. With the RTX 4090, when I upgraded from RTX 3070, I do play a 4K 165 on OLED screen. The only way I can play PC VR games is through my MetaQuest 2, and I probably will wait till I get MetaQuest 3. It was $400 only 5 years ago. Yeah. It should have kept things around 30 FPS for a few more generations until the tech was there to do it. Nobody would have been on none the while. Yeah, exactly. Focus on textures. Yeah, you're probably right. Once they gave us our taste of 60 frames per second. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Dude, playing okay, so Starfield at 30 frames per second versus Starfield at 100 frames per second is definitely yeah, dude, it's very noticeable. It is very noticeable. $700 when it was new, about $1,000 for 1080 Ti. Let them put in consoles, Nvidia. We like people to be happy when they spend $2,000. Scalping. Dude, you had people paying $1,500 to scalpers for PS5s, bro. You're trying to tell me that you don't think anybody would pay $1,000 for an Xbox? Too small for me. Trying to convince my daughter to take it. All she wants is a Switch 2. Current console, 7 years old. Hey, what's up, Chaos? Happy New Year to you too, buddy. Wouldn't mind paying £1,000 for a console as long as the gen lasts longer, maybe 4 years or so. I think I don't know. See, that's the thing with tech, bro. It moves so fast that like if you're really into tech, you're going to be paying a lot of money for it, man. That's why I use external upscaler to play at 4K everything. Scope of games are getting larger and poof, no more 4K. Buy most games can run 4K at 30. Can't handle my ray tracing. Dude, my 7900 XT does 4K 30 with ray tracing. Okay, man, I can get 4K at 30 frames per second with ray tracing. I don't care. And when I click on the AMD's fluid motion frames, it goes up to 60. So whatever. I get 60 FPS with ray tracing. What happened to my chin? Oh, you can see it. But my double chin? Which chin are you talking about? My single or my double? Starfield. Waiting to start that no FOMO here Game Pass comment. Need to make some actual games if they want these consoles to matter. They do make a lot more games than PlayStation now. PlayStation is still trying to get them third-party exclusives, bro. They're like, we need some third-party exclusives. Ray tracing and new textures are keeping games closer to 4K 30. You remove ray tracing and most games could... Oh, yeah, easily. Is this the PC flexing show? Well, yeah. It's a savage comment, but it's kind of true. We seem to have consoles that can cut 60 FPS less than 4 years in. Oh, my real chin from losing weight. I know it's getting more square. My jaw's starting to get a little more square again. Dude, I've lost a lot of good weight. I went and worked out yesterday, man. And oh my gosh. I went with like 300 on the chest press. And I pushed that 5 times and now my shoulders, dude, they freaking hurt, man. Pushing that 300 pounds, man, that really did hurt them pretty good. My joints right here, my arms hurt real bad from it too. Oh, that's painful. RoboCop is a good game, but ray tracing AMD cards are capable of using it as well. Yeah, dude, I'm pushing over 100 frames a second on my 7900 XT with it. So yeah, I mean, some ray tracing. Obviously, there's developers out there that can run ray tracing on AMD. And it does just fine, like Resident Evil 4 and all these. But when they get that like NVIDIA branding on them, all of a sudden they just don't work on the AMD cards. So yeah, that just sucks. All the other developers seem to be able to do it just fine. 2080 Super can't cut it. 60 FPS, and you should see what Dead Space was on PS5. Yeah. No, DF needs ray tracing because they only analyze games on photo mode. Yeah, for real, huh? He's actually really good in photo mode at 800% zoom. I'm like, dude, I don't play my games at 800% zoom. I play them at regular. Stop losing weight. We need you at 300 pounds. No, I need to lose weight, man. Dude, my job is pretty active, man. I can't be freaking 300 pounds and do my job. Like, I have to be healthy. How many wives do I really have? Just one. Just one. Need big shoulders for a big head fry. You gotta get better. Hurt is it? Well, no. I mean, like, yeah, dude. Like, my muscles are burning, but like my joints, my shoulder, and my bones from pushing too much weight. I should have only went to like 270 or something. It's funny because so many more games have AMD branding on it, and they all run just fine, bro. All the AMD games run just fine. Yeah, dude, the NVIDIA features, yeah, that kind of sucks, man. Well, AMD is built for gamers. NVIDIA is built for like people that are not smart with money. NVIDIA GPUs are built for people that are not good with money. The ones that are like, oh my gosh, dude, it could be a little bit better if I spend $300 more. If I just spend more, I'll save more. I just need to spend more money so I can save more money. Jensen said so. Yeah, dude, the AMD CPUs work with the NVIDIA GPU. It works just fine, David. It works just fine. Oh, hey, before I forget. Oh, yeah, thank you, man. Definitely. We got up to 7,000 subs. We're growing. Actually, let's see. I think we might be at... Yeah, we're at 7,099 still. Woohoo! Picked up a bag of sugar the other day. It was so sweet. I enjoy that, man. I would show you guys like the pictures of like my dad's foot, bro, from being like diabetic, man. He just had to have most of his foot like removed. And yeah, dude, that really sucks, man. That cured me of liking sugar. The more you buy, the more you save. Exactly, bro. If I just spend more money, I'll save more money. That is the dumbest freaking thing I've ever heard. Just spend more money. Yeah, just go buy our $2,000 GPU and you can save some money. I'm like, how, dude? It's still gonna be obsolete in 2 generations. Might as well just buy $1,000 card every generation. How's it saving money? I mean, if a 4090 would last you like 10 years, then I could be like, okay, yeah, $2,000 seems good. But every freaking generation, they're obsolete for some reason. I can't believe he said that unironically. Don't do a frog. I need to save some more money, so I gotta go spend $2,000. Nobody's ready for that. Tell me you've only been PC gaming for 3 months without telling me. Hey, man. The almost 3 years that I've been PC gaming, I've learned a lot. I've learned that in order to be happy, all I need is a 1440p monitor and a mid-range GPU, because they do over 60 frames per second and it looks incredible. I don't need a 4090 for anything. Yeah, right, dude. That's what everybody said. And now, why is everybody upgrading their 3090s, bro? If a 4090 is all you need, I mean, the 3090 came out 2 years ago and or 3 years ago, and that card was already freaking obsolete the day the 4090 launched. You didn't get frame generation, bro. You didn't get frame generation, so that card was absolutely gone. The 4090 might last a little bit longer with frame generation, but whatever. No way we'll need a 4090. No way will a 4090 last till 2030. Yeah, I don't think a 4090 is going to last that long either. Couldn't pair up AMD with NVIDIA. They didn't work. Yeah, they definitely work now. I don't think we'll find out, Ludus. You tell us how great your 4090 is doing. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously the 3090 is 3 years old, and it sucks already. It already sucks. A 4070 is better. A 4070 is better. A 4070 Ti, yeah, 4070 Ti is better than a 3090, bro. And it's like half the cost, dude. You don't think that like the 5070 Ti is gonna destroy the 4090? You really don't think that like a mid-range card in 2 years is gonna destroy your 4090, and then you're gonna be sad? You're gonna be like, oh man, oh man, just buy the mid-range cards, bro. Save yourself the freaking headache, and then you can upgrade every single generation to the next mid-range card instead of spending twice as much on a card that you're going to have to upgrade every generation because you're going to feel bad about it. It's called the hamster wheel of NVIDIA. And people don't seem to understand that. They just keep getting FOMO'd into spending $2,000 every 2 years for a damn GPU, because once you go to the top, there's no going back down. There's no going back down. Okay, we'll find out, man. Like, we'll find out. 4090 is the way. Ray tracing, yeah, dude, whatever. Ray tracing is absolutely useless. 4090 is rumored to have 24K CUDA cores and will make a 4090 look slow. Exactly, dude. Every single person that bought a 4090 is going to be FOMOing for a 5090 the day it launches. They're going to be like, oh gosh, my 4090 is a piece of crap now. It doesn't have frame generation part 2. And it's not getting DLSS 4. Oh, I gotta have my 5090. It will be obsolete, dude. NVIDIA cards are trash, bro. They are designed to make you FOMO to buy more. Ah, 4090 will burn your house down too. Oh gosh. I can only run my 4090 in the winter. Display manufacturers should work on a display that can convert 30 FPS to 60 FPS using AI. That would be awesome. Compromise every gen to save a buck. What? Okay, yeah, dude. Buy a 40. Buy a 90 series every generation, so you don't have to. So you don't have to compromise. Yeah, dude. I mean, like you don't want the second best. I mean, if you buy a 90 series card, you're not interested in not having the best. You're sentencing yourself to a $2,000 every 2 year upgrade. Like you are, yeah. That's why I'm not going to the top. I don't care, man. I don't care. The only way I will ever go to the 90 series is when Nvidia starts sending me free GPUs. So I could be like Alex Battaglia and look down on everybody and be like, yeah, you should be console plebs, man. The PlayStation 5 is better. Look at that. You don't get any. Yeah, dude. If that dude had to pay for his own GPUs, I bet he'd be at a 60 series, bro. What's up, Desmond? How you doing, my friend? He would be at a 60 series, bro. Oh gosh, dude. If Alex Battaglia only had to buy his own GPUs, bro, he wouldn't be rocking no 90. No, why would so no, Tony. $1,000 to $1,500 for a console? No, you'd be right at where you need to be. You'd be right at where you need to be. You'd have your console experience with your optimized settings for console, but you would be able to get higher. Like, trust me, there's a market for it. People would buy it. I've been Nvidia longer than you've been PC gaming. My dude, never needed to upgrade my GPU until I decided to build an entirely new PC. Yeah, well, now that you're a 90 guy, you're going to have to keep up with the 90s. Expensive stuff to tell people how badass you are. Exactly. Snakes and ladders begs to differ. Oh, we'll see, man. I guarantee it. Everybody that's got a 90 series card is going to start FOMO in the minute the 5090 comes out. They're going to be like, oh gosh, dude, my 4090 trash now. I gotta have another one. It's A and B, and I like it, but I have a few problems that I know an Nvidia card wouldn't have. Is the Nvidia card price worth the money to not have those problems? Are they problems that you can live with, or is it something that extra money is going to solve for you, man? Which has never had any features until now. Okay, let's see what they can do in the next 2 years. AMD is awesome, man. Thank you, Desmond. I appreciate that. Only bought a 4090 after carefully considering the upgrade process. The rest of Nvidia's offers, they are garbage, man. Everything under 90 series and Nvidia is trash, bro. Building PCs the whole time, never have I upgraded a generation. Yeah, well, okay. I love how everybody says that, but then, like, if you get on... I love how everybody says that, but if you get on, like, Facebook Marketplace, bro, they got a ton of 3080s and a ton of 3090s on there because everybody thinks those cards are trash, bro. Why are they all selling them? If they're so good, why are they selling them? Gaming is on, Froggy. No offense to anyone here. I'm a console peasant. Add me. Otherwise... Ha! Oh, have fun. Next year is like since I've got sponsored by my new Nvidia overlords, my life has been better in every way. Oh gosh, I know. The Nvidia, so the 90 series is gonna be the best, but you better hurry up and act now because you're gonna stop selling them about halfway through the generation, and then the prices are gonna double. They don't even keep making them, bro. Like, the prices just double. It's such a scam, dude. Nvidia is such a giant scam. Like, when the 4090 came out, it was $1,600, right? If you go to try to buy one right now, they're anywhere from $2,000 to $2,400. You could still buy a 7900 XTX for $1,000. You could still buy one. So you tell me, Nvidia just stops making them. And then that pushes the prices higher where AMD keeps making them so that you can keep getting them. That's why you can buy a 6950 XT for like $600. Because AMD isn't trying to freaking play with the pricing. Why would they not focus on consoles anymore, Pablo? I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, obviously, think about it. Think about it right now, man. Like, if you try to buy a 4090, you are paying $800 more than what it free, or anywhere from 6 to 8, or what is it, like $400 to $800 more than the MSRP if you wanted a 4090 right now. I mean, let me see if I can even pull up a 4090. Let me go back to this right here and let me take off my webcam. Let's go 4090 shopping. Oh, look, a 4090, 18, 2149, 2195, 2139. Oh, man. But, see, these are the prices for them. So now let's go right on over here. Not now. Best Buy. Because Best Buy doesn't usually jack up their prices. So let's go into Best Buy real quick. 4090 RTX GPU. Speedster 4070. Oh, look at that. RTX 4090, $15.99, but sold out. Completely gone. Can't buy that anymore. And you still have a whole nother year of the generation, and you can't even buy one from NVIDIA or from them. Now, if we keep going, let's go over here to page 4. See if we can even find any of the AIBs. Actually, we probably want to like page 2 to see if we can find any AIB 4090. You could get a whole bunch of these pre-builts. Like you could buy a pre-built. I mean, you could save a little bit of money. 37. You can get a Ryzen 9 7900 with a 4090 in there. You could buy pre-builts all day long with that, but finding a 4090 at MSRP, Gigabyte 4090, $16.99, sold out, completely gone. You cannot buy that card anymore. 4080, look, unavailable nearby. You can't even get the 4080s now. 4080s unavailable, sold out. 4080, 4090. This one here was $1,900. So you're trying to tell me that NVIDIA is not a scam? This to me looks pretty scammy, bro. Sold out. Why are all these cards sold out? How can you not buy from Best Buy, one of the biggest freaking things out there? Well, I go to Best Buy all the time, but tell me why can't I buy a 4090 from freaking Best Buy, bro? Why can't I buy a 4090 from Best Buy? Why did they not have enough stock for me to get a 4090 at MSRP? You're trying to tell me that like supply and demand? No, they need to keep making them. They need to keep making them. I mean, I can go to let me see. Let me pull back up Best Buy. Let me get back over here to this right here. Let me turn off my webcam again. $7,900 XTX. Look right here. Oh man, look at that. I can add that. Oh, well, no, that's the 7900 XT. I can add that to my cart right now. XTX. Oh, look, I can add that to my cart right now, and I can go pick it up on January 5th. For $959, under $1,000, I can buy a 7900 XTX, the top of the line AMD GPU. I can go buy that. Oh, I can get me a 4070 Ti. I could get one of those for $859.99. Ooh, maybe I should do that. Should I get that one? Maybe I do that. Ooh, look at that. I can even get a gigabyte on January 5th of the XTX, bro. Yeah, look at that, man. I've got, whoa, dude, you got 6700 XT. Let's see if we can actually get a 6950 from Best Buy. 6750 XT. 6800. You could buy a 6800 still. 4070. 6750 XT. You could buy one of those. 6700 XT. 7800. Look, you can get all these 7800s too, man. 79. Let's see. Can we even get a 69? So I don't think we're going to be able to find a 6900, but yeah, dude, you could still buy 7900 XT X for $1,000, bro. Because nobody wants them? No, man, because Nvidia freaking artificially quit making all of their GPUs so that they can make you pay more. That's all it is. And nobody wants to buy them, dude. They obviously, I mean, even if they did, dude, it's only a year into the generation, bro, and they've already quit making 4090s. They've already quit making 4090s. Being sold for $2,000, people rather hold on to GTX 1060s. Well, maybe they should. 4 terabytes for $200. Nice. I should get one. That's what I'm telling you, man. Like Nvidia is such a scummy company, bro. They're so scummy, dude. They don't even make enough GPUs, their 40 series GPUs, to keep the prices at MSRP. They would much rather you get scammed out of paying more for their GPUs than actually providing a product throughout the console or throughout the generation, so that if you decide, yeah, man, maybe I do want a 4090. No, do they make enough to where it's like, oh my gosh, I got to get one. It's such a scam, dude. Like, I do not care for Nvidia, bro. I do not care for them. I mean, obviously AMD's still got their GPUs out there, bro. I mean, you could still find like 6950 XTs up until, like a few weeks ago. They should all make their freaking GPUs at least a year into their... Until the crypto bros, and then Nvidia's like, hey, wait a minute. We could make a ton of money off these morons. We'll just artificially quit making our GPUs so that everybody will buy them at ridiculously high prices. You guys are just being scammed, bro. You guys are literally being taken advantage of. Nvidia bros are getting taken advantage of, and that's fine. Like, PlayStation bros are getting taken advantage of right now. The PlayStation 5 did not drop this holiday season to anything under. It actually went up. The Xbox Series X could be you could have bought an Xbox Series X for $350 this year. And that is normal for a console generation. That's normal. To be able to get steep discounts that far into a generation, PlayStation did not give you a break, period. They didn't do it. Frames per price. 4080 is better for ultra wide than 4090. 4090 is better at 6. Yeah. I'd take an AMD card for free any day. This isn't even Nvidia, although they want profit. Like everyone, AI is now a super weapon. You saw a video on what the other day? Oh. There's a big monitor, 40 inches or higher. I bought that 42-inch LG OLED, and that thing is absolutely incredible. It was either that or like this Asus one that was like a little bit more. Ultra wide. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. That the storage to increase is a complete scam compared to the PC storage. I don't necessarily know if it's a complete scam at Prism because the Xbox storage solution will last significantly longer than the regular SSDs. So I don't know if it's a scam, but if Xbox does not utilize that same type of drive for the next Xboxes, I mean, yes, it should be significantly faster, but if you can't utilize that card in the next Xboxes, then that's when I would start calling it a scam. That's when I would start calling it a scam. If you can't utilize this, because the tech for the Xbox cards are like this certain kind of flash that's used for like photography and stuff like that. So they're made to last significantly longer and have more read-write ability than your regular NAND flash. So if you can't use that on your next gen Xbox, then yeah, then I would say it's a scam. But these things are built to last for a very long time. Oh, why? It's incredible because your buddy here told you it's the best, and I know shit. My 5800X on release also because 59 was sold out. If they do use an M2 next generation, that's gonna really suck, dude. Then these SSDs would be a scam. For real. If I can't use my Xbox or my Xbox branded freaking SSDs from this gen, then yeah, dude, then that's definitely a scam. That's pretty scammy. That's pretty freaking scammy. Faster if VRAM goes up to 20 gigabytes. Yeah, I mean, probably a mistake. They probably should have went with higher end SSDs, but then that would have increased the cost of what the Series X would have been. Microsoft should make an upgradable Xbox for the next console. Yeah. I'll be upgrading in 2026. What I want is this alleged upcoming Xbox controller. Yeah. Dude, after using freaking Hall Effect for joysticks on this game, sir, bro, it's almost impossible to go back. I'm actually gonna buy the go buy the Nacon Revolution 5 controller because it's got haptic feedback, or not haptic, but it's got the Hall Effect joysticks and stuff for the PS5. So I'm actually gonna go get that. I feel stupid for buying the DualSense Edge now. I like them Hall Effect. That Hall Effect is very nice. Very nice. I think everybody should own. I say the Game Sir freaking, because they're only $49.99, bro, and they got back buttons and stuff, and it feels great. This controller feels awesome in your hands. Yeah, why would you spend $200 when you could just buy this literally from Amazon and have it shipped right to your door, and get in there and set it up, dude? I love this controller. This is like my new favorite Xbox controller, bro. Should release a CPU GPU combination built into combat consoles with AMD and Ryzen. Yeah, sell it for a G. Sell you my DualSense Edge? Why would I do that? I mean, I like my DualSense Edge, but yeah, dude, I'm gonna buy that Nacon one too, because I'm gonna compare them after I buy it. You don't want to buy my DualSense Edge. You want to buy your own DualSense Edge. I don't know. Let me buy that Raycon first, that Nacon one first, and then I'll decide if it was worth the money, because that Nacon one could be a complete piece of crap, and it's $200 too. So I don't know. Maybe Shaker, maybe. You're right. If I buy the other one and I like the other one better, then I won't need it. Then maybe I will. Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't like selling my stuff, bro. I don't like selling off my controllers. Because then it's kind of a waste of money to spend $200 on something and then somebody only wants to pay you $50. Yeah, I mean, it makes me kind of sad that, well, I never know, dude. I'm not buying that Turtle Beach, bro. I've already heard some pretty naughty things about that piece of junk. On vacation in Toronto, Canada, and my roaming is everything is lagging. Only I can read is C5 capping for the overpriced 4080. Oh, dang. Oh, gosh. I'm going to go for the same company. Specialist in the UK. They do good prices and components. Have a regular aftermarket remote for gaming. Hope you enjoyed your time over the holidays. DualSense Edge looks like a scam compared to the Elite Series 2. No, dude, the Elite Series 2, man, freaking joysticks keep going out on them. If the Elite Series 2 definitely needs Hall Effect. They need Hall Effect, and they need to fix them bumper buttons, dude. I'm so mad right now that my other freaking Elite Series 2, the bumper buttons are gone, dude. I'm so mad. I'm so sick and tired of those trash controllers that don't even last, dude. You're trying to tell me this one right here is built better than the freaking $200 Elite controller? Really? Really, bro? I've used this here longer than that Elite, and I don't have any stick drift, nor do I have my bumper buttons going out on this. They work just fine. But that damn Elite Series 2 controller, I've already been through 3 of those. 3 of them. Happy New Year, Onyx. Happy New Year. The only reason the 4890 is 3.8K is because NVIDIA stopped making them, bro. They don't make them for you guys anymore. They do that purposely so that you will so that you'll FOMO and buy one at launch, and then they stop making them, bro. It's just so they can sell out of them very fast. That's the only reason. They just want to get you guys to pay as much money as you can for a freaking 90 series card. Yeah. Thanks for convincing me to get started on a carnivore diet, Frog. Dropped like 20 pounds so far. I feel better than before. Oh, yeah. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. But you just lost all that water weight, bro. You lost all that water weight first. And then you'll start to lose like the regular weight. Just make sure you're eating enough fat so that your body will start to metabolize the fat and get rid of it. You'll want to have a higher fat content. Did you struggle the first couple of weeks? A lot of people are struggling with that first week or two, man. But once you get through that, oh my gosh, so much better. So much better. Have Elite and DualSense Edge. Elite still going strong, but I game mostly with keyboard and mouse. My Elite Series 2s, they go out super quick, bro. I mean, after getting this game, sir, bro, I don't see myself ever spending that much on a Xbox control unless they have fixed these problems, man. Unless they fix these problems. I got lucky with my Series 2, still works, and I've had it for 2 years. You just don't play video games as much as I do, Michael. You don't play as many games as I do. That's all I can say. I play a lot of video games. Inside your heavy bag to train or something. Sony should make a better DualSense 4 for all the PS4 users still out there. I know, huh? Oh, gosh. The Elite 2 is not built to last. Mine is so worn out. I can't use it anymore. I'm using a Luna controller for PC. I know, huh? Nobody's buying a 4090 at 3.8K, dude. Nobody's buying that. I mean, unless they're completely dumb. Yeah, the first couple of weeks are very, very tough on the carnivore diet because your body, like, you're not going to have the energy. But after you get through that, oh my gosh, it just feels so much better. You're just going to feel good the whole time, man. Like, you'll have your days where you still, like, if you don't get enough fat, you'll still feel a little bit off. But even like feeling 75% on the carnivore diet is better than you felt before. Easily. It is a very frivolous choice, man. You guys are spending way too much money on these GPUs for not that big enough. When's the next hardcore Nvidia freaking ray tracing game coming out, guys? What's the roadmap look like? I've gotten a bunch of AMD sponsored games. When's the next 4-year-old freaking when's the next 3-year-old Nvidia game coming out, bro? We got Cyberpunk, man. We got Cyberpunk with ray tracing. You just got patch tracing in it. Cyberpunk's freaking old, man. We got Alan Wake 2 with patch tracing in it too. Yeah, that's a play one time game, man. You need to spend $2,000 to play the game one time. When's the next one coming out? It's okay. Sony's gonna keep putting out games. Gosh, dude, you guys are just wasting your money. You guys are wasting your money. You're throwing it right in the garbage. Right in the garbage. Here, you take my money. I don't need it. But it's fine. Like, I get it, dude. I'm a tech junkie too. I like tech stuff. I just think that AMD is better for me. I think the Nvidia is an absolute waste of money. You're just throwing money away. You're throwing good money away for what? Especially okay, the Nvidia high-end card. If you're gonna buy a 4090, whatever. Like, obviously you got the money to do that. That makes sense for you. Buy it, whatever. But once you start going down that stack of Nvidia cards, bro, you're just getting freaking ripped off when you know you can get more bang for your buck from AMD. When you know you can get more bang for your buck from AMD. Good morning, Grim. Still run everything better than every other card on the market. Yeah, right now you can. You're definitely right, bro. But I guarantee you my 8800 XT is going to be better than your 4090. My next gen $500 card is going to be better than your 4090. Then you're going to feel sad, bro, because I'm going to be rocking an AMD $500 card and you're going to be rocking a 4090 and my card's going to be better. That's going to suck, dude. That's going to suck. Cuz my 7900 XT is better than the 3090. Sad face. Sad face. Yeah, my game of the year is a one-time game, bro. And it is what it is. It is what it is. You play the game one time and it's an incredible experience and it stood above the rest of them. Yeah. Will I ever play it again? I don't think I will have the time to actually go back and play through it again, but I absolutely loved it above everything else this year, man. So yeah, it is a one-time game for me. I mean, I'll still get in there and make some content on it. So I mean, it's going to be one of those like benchmark games going forward, of course, but like going through it again, no, man, that experience was absolutely incredible. I do not regret it. And yeah, dude, it was a one-time game. A lot of games are like that nowadays. Nvidia, AMD, it won't be. We will do a comparison, man. We'll see how close my 8800 XT gets to your 4090 when that thing comes out, bro. and that's like what, 5, 10, 15, 20. I could get 4 of those $500 cards for the price that you pay for that one card, man, and it's going to be obsolete next generation when the 70 series, when the 47, when the 5070 comes out and it's better than your 4090, bro. Don't come crying to me, you guys. Don't come crying to me about, man, I wasted money. I should have listened to you, Frog. Don't come crying to me, man. When your 4090 is obsolete by a 70 class card, yeah, dude, that's so dumb. Yeah, no, not even 4 years, dude. It'll be outdone by a 70 card next generation. That's why it's so dumb to go to the top end unless you absolutely need those for work, for like for work intensive purposes. Do not waste your money on that. That is so dumb. Like a 70 series card, yeah, dude, it's gonna be better next generation. Stepping out next gen on their GPU. They're probably gonna do. They're probably gonna do like an 8800 XT and not an 8900. So if they do an 8800 XT, that card's gonna absolutely destroy like the 7900 XTX. Like it's absolutely gonna destroy that card because it is gonna be a high quality 8800 XT. It's not gonna be like some trimmed down, barely better than the old one. It's gonna be a significant uptick, man. So like buying an 8800 XT next generation is gonna be fine. Yeah, exactly. Hades has entered the chat. It will not be outdone. Okay, all right. I'm assuming that a 70 series comes out, dude. There's gonna be a 5070. You don't think there's gonna be a 5070 card, bro? A 5070 Ti that's gonna mop the floor with your 4090? An 8800 XT will not absolutely destroy. Yeah. Why wouldn't it? Why would it not? And why would it not? If they can't do an 8900 XT next generation, they are going to put a lot more into the 88 than you think, man. And it probably will be more than $500, but I got to see something real quick, my friends. I put all my racing games into like one little bundle now. I like that. I like how you can do that. It's very, very cool. I've been waiting for this endurance pack to come out to Automobilista 2 all week, man. Hopefully it comes out soon, man. I really want to play that. Why wouldn't AMD? $699 for GTX 1080 hybrid. A year later, the 2070 was just as fast. That's why I think it's so dumb, man. Like people are like, yeah, I mean, I gotta get the newest and bestest and greatest, most expensive card, and then the 70 series comes out and smacks it around, and it's like, wow, dude, that sucks. I mean, dude, the 4070 that I got is as powerful as the 3080, and it's got more VRAM, so it actually does better, and it's got frame gen, bro, obviously. And it was $100 cheaper than the other card, man. Yep, path tracing. You're paying so much money for path tracing, bro, and it's not even new Xbox. I think it should be, and it should be an actual 4K 60 console, man. They should have enough power in that thing to really push it. That's my thing, man. Like I don't want people to keep getting ripped off, especially older gamers like myself that actually have the money to go out and buy $1,000 console. Why are we still getting ripped off, man? Why can we not just get our damn 4K 60, bro? That's what we paid for. That's what we want. It's not stupid. It's just dumb, man, to spend that much money on a card when the next generation $600 card is going to be just as powerful. It's pointless to spend $2,000 on a freaking GPU when a $600 card next generation is going to be just as good as that? That does not make any freaking sense to me whatsoever. That's pretty much just telling you, look, dude, just stay in the mid-range and be happier. I'll just stick with the 80 series card. I'm not trying to... Yeah, dude. The 90 series cards are pointless, man. They are for those people that are like, oh... Yeah, dude, I personally, dude, have no desire to buy a 90 series card. That's just dumb. That's just dumb, man. When the $600 card next gen is going to destroy it, or at least be just as good. I think the 5080 is going to be a lot more powerful. The 4080 absolutely destroys the 3090, does it not? Let me pull back out my thing. Maybe I'm not having the... Maybe I don't have the right information. So let's get the right information. Is the 4070 as good as a 3090? Yeah, we'll go with TI. The RTX 4070 Ti performs better in a majority of games, has higher frequency, and costs less than the RTX 3090. The 3090 and 4070 have similar performance, but the RTX 3090 performs slightly better overall. The RTX 4070 Ti beats the original RTX 3090 across all three resolutions. The RTX 3090 Ti is 8 to 10% faster than the RTX 3090 and precisely matches the RTX 4070 in performance. See what I'm saying, dude? Later, let me make this so you guys can actually see it. Boop. See right here, the RTX 4070 Ti. See what I'm saying, guys? 4070 class card beats your 3090. A 70 class card beats your $2,000 card, bro. There you go. This is from PC Guide, man. They've been doing this a lot longer than I have, right? So there you go, man. You guys keep telling me to go look at other YouTubers and stuff. Yeah, dude, no, man. You guys are getting taken advantage of so bad. $5090 will not clock much above a 4090, which means it will get its performance from shading units or GPU design. Oh, so here we go. The 3090 was a disappointment. The 4090 is better. Whatever you guys got to tell yourself to make you... Whatever you got to tell yourself to justify spending that much, that's fine, bro. Like, I get it. I get it. Dude, my 4070 is beating that 3080, bro. Like, red-handed, bro. My 4070 is beating that 3080, bro. Oh my gosh. Like, you guys can be mad at me all you want, but that's how my brain thinks about this. I'm like, dude, if a 70 series card is going to beat the 90 series card the next generation, why would I buy the 90 series card? That's just pointless, man. I think Onyx isn't here right now. He just stopped in to say hi. He's on vacation. My 90 series card can take advantage of me every day. Okay. The 3090 was more than $1,000. It came out at like $1,499. It came out at $1,499, and then the 3090 Ti was a $2,000 card, MSRP. It was a card to mine, not game. On a more serious note, do you want Gonzo Backfrog on the next VGA? Who? Oh no, I definitely don't want no more Gonzo, dude. That was so dumb. That was so dumb, dude. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. No, it's not, dude. I just showed you, man. Like 4070 is 4070 beater. The 4070 Ti is around 50% faster than the 30. Oh, that one's from the 30. Let's see. Well, who was you guys talking about? Tom's where? Let's see. Tom's Hardware. User benchmark. PC World versus Buying Guide. Tom's Hardware. Where's Tom's Hardware at? PC World says, bro. Okay, what's this one? YCC F-Tech. NVIDIA RTX 4070 Ti beats out the 3090 Ti in Octane Bench with roughly the same T-flops. Damn. That's not what anybody wanted to hear when they spent $2,000 for the Ti, bro. That's not what they wanted to hear. That's probably why NVIDIA thought they could sell them cards for more money, man. I don't know. That just, when I see things like that, it makes me think, wow, dude, I'm not going to be a scammed person. That's why you can't let console peasants into PC. Oh, all right, well. Hey, man, that marketing sells them GPUs, bro. Everybody out there is thinking, yeah, man, I could get 4070 Ti to be better than the 3090 Ti. So wait, let me get this straight. You guys say, Frog, you need to be more like the mainstream when it comes to the PC stuff. But then when I show you guys what the mainstream PC stuff says, you tell me that's not true. That's not true, Frog. I don't get it, bro. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, you're right. The 3090 has 24 gigs of VRAM, but the 4070 is better. Sad face. I know, obviously, dude, that the 3090 should be a better experience overall because of the VRAM and the 384-bit bus. You would think that the 3090 would be a much stronger card, but they got to market them 4070 Ti somehow. They got to sell you guys these overpriced GPUs somehow, so they have to say that it's better than a 3090. They have to show you a significant gain to make that money. You guys get taken advantage of by NVIDIA so much, it's not even funny. I am disproving everything. You guys say, go be more like the mainstream guys, and then, like, no, why? You want me to just sit here and, like, fill you full of NVIDIA garbage all day, man? No, dude, I like... Oh, User Benchmark is a garbage site? Well, which one's the better site? What about the YCC Tech or whatever? What about PC World, man? What about PC World? I mean, you get more bang for your buck with the frame generators in the 4070 Ti, don't you? $4080 mops the floor with the 3090. Yeah, you're right. It does. It destroys it. It absolutely destroys a 3090. Huh. Dude, you guys, man, you guys are so weird. You guys are so weird, man. Quit, like, okay, do whatever you got to do to justify your 4090s, bro. Like, okay, I get it. Like, I get it. But when my 5070 destroys your 4090 next generation, don't be mad at me, okay? Please don't be mad at me. Oh. Boosted Civic and C5 now with this Mercedes. Don't freaking be mad at me, man. When the 5070, when I buy a 5070, I probably get a Ti next time, 5070 Ti. Don't get mad at me when it's better than your 4090, guys. I don't be mad at me, okay? I'm just here to like, yeah. I get that your 4090 is the best freaking GPU on the market right now. I get it. I get it. Like I understand. But I'm telling you, man, my 7800 XT absolutely destroys 1440p and it's awesome. My 7900 XT destroys 1440p and it's awesome, man. It feels like I got a 4090. It feels like I got a 4090 because it just feels so good, man. I'm not saying okay, no. See, you're not even understanding what I'm saying, Ludus. You're not even saying what I'm understanding. The 90 series GPUs are a complete waste of money. They are a complete waste of money. They're good for that generation, but then when your 70 series cards for the next generation come out and they're just as good, oh, it just like yes, you're going to be a generation behind. If you buy a 70 class card, you're going to be a generation behind, but you're still going to get a damn good performance. You're going to get performance, bro. I thought you had a 4090. Why does everybody say they have a 4090 and then they don't have a 4090? You either have a 4090 or nothing. Trying to please NVIDIA. I know, Gary. I get that. NVIDIA bros are very stuck in their ways. I know. Exactly, Onyx, but that's what I'm saying, bro. Quit going for the damn high-end cards because it's just pointless. Ever since I got the 7800 XT and the 4070, guys, I'm perfectly happy in that mid-range space. Like, I'm perfectly happy with that. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are throwing away so much money just to consistently feel like, oh my gosh, I got to upgrade. Dude, 4090 is such a waste of money. I know you have a 4090 and you wasted money on it. You can't even play it in the summertime, bro, because it gets too hot. You could have bought a 70 series card, 4070 Ti, and you would have been happy. You could have bought a 4070 and ran that with one 8-pin and still got damn good 1440p performance, man. I think the mid-range is probably the best for PC gaming, to be completely honest with you. I used to be like, oh my gosh, you get it at 4K. Dude, my 7800 XT runs my sim racing games at 4K very fine. So, even my 4070 is pretty decent. I get you just like the tech and enthusiast. I get that, Artemis. I get that, my friend. And that's why I'm saying you're going to keep buying that tech and you're just, yeah, it is what it is, man. To each their own. I'm just telling you that like there's a lot of people out there that are very impressionable by people being like, yeah, this is the best. And then they rush out and they buy this stuff and they compromise and then they don't feel like they're getting a good experience like I did with the 30 series. And so, yeah, dude, like I'm trying to help people make better decisions. I'm trying to help people make better decisions. 2080 and the 28 and the 1080 Ti, and you'll see that the difference between the 4090 and 5080. Yeah, you can definitely sell them later. And I can use my 4090 just fine. Yeah, but then you got to have a very, very high but you're upgrading. Oh, you got plans? Okay, yeah. Relative performance. RTX 3090 is 100%. RTX 4070 Ti is 103%. Radeon RX 7900 XT 113, but they are saying the 3090 is 114%, so still around $2,000 for the extra 1%. Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad, man. That's pretty bad. Mormons like frog are far from peasant. Can I give you a $60 gift card for Xbox? I really need a controller. Um, I can't because I'm poor right now. I don't even make a lot of money on YouTube, bro. I'm sorry, man. I would love to, but like I'm absolutely broke right now. I don't even have $60 in my checking account, dude. I'm dead serious. I got like $30. I got like $30. I'm not a super rich YouTuber. My wife is the one that has all the money. No, they're not going to come out and slaughter the 5090. They're going to come out and slaughter the 4090. That's just the way things are, man. Like you could save a lot of money and be able to upgrade every single year to the newest best AMD card just for the money that you throw away on that high-end Nvidia stuff, bro. Like you're just throwing your money away. You're just like picking it up and putting it right in the trash. Like, yeah, you're going to be a generation behind, obviously, in terms like ray tracing and all of that stuff, but you're literally just throwing that extra $1,000 away every single generation. You're just throwing it away. Yeah, dude, I'm a little bit farther away from the bleeding edge. Like I don't care about bleeding edge because only 1% of gamers like bleeding edge. 1% of gamers like bleeding edge. 1%. It is being thrown away, dude. You are literally throwing that money in the garbage. You're throwing it away. Like you are throwing it away. C5 could have bought, yeah, dude, you could have bought a 7800 XT and you would have had fun. Yeah, you're right. They don't care about value. That's fine. But then then you got people that go out and buy those cards not knowing that they're just getting ripped off, bro. Oh yeah, 24 hours to the PlayStation Secret Showcase. 5090 is $3,000. I would not be surprised either. I would not be surprised if it's like freaking $3,000, dude. I understand the AMD life, especially having to make a tough decision in the used market. Used 6800 versus a 3080 sounds like a smooth 3080 win, but then you think about feature support. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, man. I'm not trying to convince you that AMD is better. Like AMD is better for me, but Nvidia might be better for you. But at the same time, bro, I think you get more bang for your buck with AMD. At least in my testing. At least in my testing, playing the games that I like to play, the AMD experience has been better. Performance previous gen used cards is where it's at. Yeah, definitely. If you bought the AMD Radeon 9900 XT Diamond Edition instead of the 9800, you would not be throwing your money away. Yes, I would. I would absolutely be throwing my money away. If I'm gaming on 1440p, I don't need like 7900 XT. All right, see you, Jedi. This discussion is going nowhere. This discussion is the best discussion we've ever had in a very long time. No, I'm 1% actually afford the bleeding edge. Yeah, 1% of gamers are actually buying those. AMD bros love Raster because it's actually better. It's I think Raster performance is a better investment for your money than all of these features that you're paying a lot of money for. Yeah, those people that buy iPhones every single gen, those guys are nuts too, man. I used to upgrade my phone every year, but I don't do that no more. I do not do that no more. That is a waste of money. I will now start having a phone for like 2 to 3 years. All right. Now we're condoning $1,000 consoles. Yeah, yeah. Carlos, listen to what I'm saying about this. If they brought out a 4K console that could push 60 frames a second on everything, then you would definitely want that. You would want that. There is a market for that. I mean, so say like the next gen console comes out, like the Pro model, and it's $1,000, and it guarantees you like 4K 60 frames a second, or you could get the S model, which is basically, you know, like the Xbox Series X now, and that's like, you know, the $300 to $500 console. Then you could choose which one you're going to get. There's definitely a freaking a market out there for that. But when we're paying $500 for a console, and then they're coming out with another one, like mid-gen refresh for another $500, dude, yeah, that just doesn't make any sense. AMD captured that pleb market. Money spent is money well spent. Hey, thank you, Sanchez. Appreciate that. Giving up. Gifted a membership. Oh, yeah. Who is gifted memberships? Oh, Sanchez. Oh, I see. $600. I mean, if you do $600, Carlos, then you're still getting a pretty much limited experience. You're getting a limited experience at $600. But I see where you're going with that. Like, I get that. I get that. That's why I'm saying that Xbox still needs to do the S console that is that's still a little bit cheaper. I don't think you remember how Yeah, I do remember how PS3 launched at $600, bro. I do, and it was an absolute freaking. I was right there in line to get mine, man. Spent a lot of money that day. I spent like $900 on games and a console. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora showed that AMD's GPU's lack at RT performance when the 4080 beat the 7900 XTX in all resolutions. Yeah, but you get the frame generators with it. The AFMF and FSR3 frame gen, you get 3080 because you start to realize you're locked in with just those features. They dropped DLSS frame. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what made me mad. You're trying to tell me that like a 4060 could do frame gen, but my 3080 couldn't? Huh. Hey, I really appreciate you gifting everybody those memberships. I use everything from 6700 GT from NVIDIA. I really don't think I missed a step by switching to AMD. Exactly, dude. I don't think I missed any money. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like for some people, you know, a $1,000 console would be very good. I mean, dude, that thing would have to be an absolute monster, though. Raster King, nothing can be touched until the 70 series next gen comes out. Then it could be touched. Yeah, PS3s were very high. I was lucky that I had a friend that was working when that console came out, dude. I had a friend that was working at a game store. I got mine, no problem. I don't think $1,000 console would fail. They can't even sell Series X for $350. They sold out. What are you talking about? They sold out of those $350 Series X's. GPUs, first of all, 600. If you bought whatever junk AMD card was on the market when 1080 was new, you'd understand. Oh, see, but now, so we have to go all the way back to the 10 series? We have to go all the way back to the 10 series just to bash AMD now. Dude, you could build a whole AMD GPU, or you could build a whole AMD PC for the cost of a 4090, dude, and still get damn good performance. Should do more upgrades to older games if they're not making. Yeah, exactly. I think they should. Dang, no emojis. Yeah, I don't have emojis, my friend. Sorry. I'm poor. Dreamcast guy and Michael Jackson beat it, knife fight. Who wins? Probably me. You need a Pony Tears emoji frog. Pony Tears emoji frog. I'll see if I can create some emojis on like Chat GPT or something to. Dreamcast guy would be dusted if he came anywhere. Yeah, dude. Dreamcast guy wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think he could. I don't know, dude. I grew up fighting a lot in my younger days. I don't know. I could probably take Dreamcast guy pretty easy. Aha. GTA 6 will come out for PS4 probably. I still think it's possible. Congratulations, consoles getting expensive. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Nobody's listening to me. Xbox ain't listening to me about $1,000 console. Honest, 4080. I know. You really think the 5070 will be 30% slower than a 4090? Okay. I mean, we'll find out. We'll definitely find out for sure. I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out. Like I'm not saying. I mean, yeah, I am saying. My money's on the 70 series is going to be just as good as the 90 series. That's where my money's on. Still unsubscribing, nice guy, but brain dead. All right, see ya, dude. Peace. Have fun, man. I mean, I'll tell you what, dude. I'm an older guy and I got money. I would have much rather bought $1,000 Xbox that would have done 4K 60 instead of this 864p shit, dude. But okay, man. See you later with your freaking $500 freaking 864p shit, dude. Why do you think I got a PC now, man? Like, I would have much rather had freaking 4K 60. I would have much rather had what the box said on it. The damn 8K. My PC can do 8 freaking K, bro. Got 8K on the box of a PS5 and a Series X. And you guys are happy with spending that money on it. All right, whatever, dude. Calling me brain dead. You're the brain dead dude for wanting to continuously waste $500, $600 on a console and then having to upgrade that shit every 3 years to another $500 freaking console that's going to be just a little bit better. Okay, man. I'm the brain dead one. That's funny, dude. There's a lot of guys out here with enough money in my age group that would 100% be willing to pay $1,000 for a console. But then there's obviously a need for console prices to stay around $300 to $500 for the people that can't afford that. But yes, dude, if you're going to buy an Xbox Pro or a PlayStation Pro model, I don't think $1,000 is out of the question. I don't. If it's going to have the power to push what they say it's going to push, then yeah, but you're going to need like a 650 watt power supply to run that. And you're going to need at least 7800 XT performance for that to be there. To buy that PC combo is like $1,500. So an Xbox or a PlayStation subsidizing the cost to give you that power at $1,000, I don't think that's out of the question. I absolutely do not think it's out of the question. But I mean, if you think that's brain dead, man, like, okay. DLS performance looks bad on lower resolutions. I mean, I think even a PlayStation, dude, you had people paying freaking $1,500 for PS5s, bro, from scalpers. There's obviously a market for that. But people want the power. People don't want to buy a console and then get stuck with 864p on a 4K, on a fucking $1,500 4K TV. You really want to be stuck at 864p. Them damn consoles say 4K on them, and then you go out and you invest that money in a freaking nice LG OLED, and then you get 864p and that shit looks blurry. I'm a gamer too, man. Like, I get mad about that shit. Why do you think I got a 1440p monitor? Because my Xbox and my PlayStation 5 and my Series S didn't look good on my 4K TV all the time. So I bought a 1440p monitor, and now it looks great every time. Will last. See, but that's the thing, Chaos. Even if you build a PC, it still doesn't last a long time. But if you got an Xbox or a PS5 that has power, then they can keep it consistent throughout the generation. But when they come out with all their new games and they don't run that good, well, a lot of that would be on the developers too. There's no freaking reason in the world that they should be making 30 frames per second games for these consoles. Maybe they got to turn down their little PS5 say, yeah, maybe they got to turn down their graphics a little bit. DLSS performance on Cyberpunk. I have to use DLSS 3.5 and frame generation on my 4070 to get path tracing over 60 frames per second at 1440p. And I only get like 80 frames. 80 is. 4K is out of the question. 4070 ain't doing 4K. I'm a PC gamer now, but I think console market is still bigger right now. But dude, if Xbox sells 50 million Xboxes and PlayStation sells 120 million PlayStations, that means that they're under 200 million consoles out there. And then when you add in the 140 million, so that's roughly about 300 million console players compared to like 2 billion PC players. So yeah, I would say that the console market is still good and viable, but the PC market is significantly bigger. Significantly bigger. Why do you think PlayStation and Xbox are getting into making their games available on the PC? So they can sell more of them. How about they start making fun games? Yeah, you're right, dude. I would much rather have like graphics come down a little bit and performance go up. It's just bad. Wait, I thought the 4090 could run Cyberpunk with everything at like 4K 60 without any kind of upscaling. Is that not true? You're welcome, Ludus. Wait, I thought it doesn't the 4090 do 4K 60 on frame gen with everything turned up? Tonight is a spaghetti night. Huh. Oh, nope, tonight is a steak only night. Kind of side eye exactly how much they can get out of these consoles. These architectures are supposed to be similar to PC. They used to be proprietary, so outside of an API, well, I don't know. Yeah. Most of my friends get confused about PC gaming. It's easy on console, which is why it sells. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of people out there that just want that experience, man. Like, I get it. Like, if I wouldn't have started this channel, I would have never started PC gaming. I would have never even dipped my toes into PC gaming. I was completely happy with consoles. But then had I not, I would have been pissed off, dude. When I first started getting the 864p games, I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed. I would have been very mad. Like, you got Digital Foundry out there ruining console gaming, man, telling people, yeah, it's 864p. I'm like, yeah, dude, I bought a 4K console, man. If I have to upgrade my PC to get what I need every 2 years, I'm staying in the mid-range. That's why I'm staying in the mid-range, because $1,000 is my max for a GPU, but mid-range are usually anywhere from like $500 to $700. So I'm okay with that every couple of years. That's fine. But buying a $2,000 GPU every 2 years, I'm not doing that. No bad at PT Frog. What about regular ray tracing? But the 4090 should be able to do path tracing and everything at 60 frames a second, my friends. Sony counts Portal on PSVR and PSVR's console sales. Nice, nice. They have to. They should. That way the ponies can talk about sales. They don't talk about PlayStation games. They talk about sales. That's the only thing that matters to ponies, is how many people are buying a PlayStation to play Call of Duty. Unreal Engine 5 should have been held back till next generation. I believe that. I think they should have ran with Unreal Engine 4 for a whole nother generation, to be completely honest with you. I just bought this game called Witchfire. Apparently that's only running on Unreal Engine 4, and it looks incredible. It should be worried about the Steam Deck too. Yeah. $1440p with path tracing DLSS 2 quality can get above 60 FPS. What about 4K? Can you get 60 FPS at 4K without using FrameGen on a 4090? On a 3-year-old game? Actually, almost a 4-year-old game? Is it 3-year-old? Yeah, 3-year-old game. Can you do that? Said that before. It is true. Console players have smaller brain than PC players. Is it true? I don't know. Bro, play Alan Wake 2 on 8K? I have. I get like 30 frames per second. If I use my FSR quality. But I can't do it with any of the ray tracing on. But I could play it at 8K. 8K on his PS5. And there's no playing it. There's no 8K on PS5, dude. It doesn't even have enough bandwidth to do 8K. I'm like, okay, man. It's the tech. It's new and it's ridiculous. Without path tracing, yeah, it runs like 250 FPS. Digital Foundry, yep, they did. They forced us all into PC, and now look at us, man. We're just unhappy freaking PC freaking gamers now. I did. I got scammed for a freaking 3050 Ti laptop, man. That sucked. That was a scam. $1,000 wasted right there. $1,000. I'm not as dumb anymore. I promise I'm not as dumb anymore. Mid-range is good for me. Mid-range is absolutely incredible for me. Console for me is a starting point. Once you get serious as a gamer, I think it's time to go PC. I think it's too. Ignorance is bliss. Without exactly. Without Digital Foundry, I think everybody would have been fine, bro. I think without Digital Foundry, 1080p would have still looked good on your 4K screen, bro. Oh gosh, with the upscaling. Steam Deck's major roadblock will always be the users. If I gave somebody my PC for a month, by the end of the month, you would just be worried about what games you were playing and wouldn't be your PC. We get used to everything very quickly. Yep. Yeah, dude, 900p doesn't look too good on a $1,500 TV, and that's what I'm telling people, man. If you're gonna spend $1,500 on an OLED, bro, you could pay $1,000 for freaking. You could pay $1,000 for an Xbox that could look good on that. You know what I mean? No. I don't think your Steam Deck can beat a PS5. Sorry. Play Plague Tale Requiem at 8K. You can't do that. No, everybody's saying it's UE4, man. I thought it was UE5 too. Path tracing isn't possible at 4K without using upscaling. Then why would you pay $2,000 for a GPU that can't even play it? Like that? That's stupid. Tried it anywhere except in the garage. The beginning of the game, I turned on DLSS immediately when I saw the frame rate drop. On what game, Ludus? Oh, on Cyberpunk? Yeah, dude, when I turn on path tracing on my 7900 XT, it's like 15 frames a second. I'm just like, yeah, dude, I'm good. I'm a good. These ponies think we're stupid, Frog. Yeah. Oh, the ponies are the only ones that are. They're the only ones that are sad, bro. They're like, my PS5 is awesome, and then they get hit with 864p, and then the Xbox gets held back to 864p. Marketing used to make sense. The PS3, for example, is a nightmare to emulate for people who said the chips still underused. Now we have systems that are very close to PC systems. Yeah, exactly. Don't worry for me. I'm good. Yeah, I don't run frame generation since it doesn't add a lot of input latency. If you're using a controller, man, it's not even that bad, bro. It's not even that bad. Play Elden Ring at 8K. Gaming on Steam Deck are realizing that art always trumps graphics. Yeah, Steam Deck runs PS3 better than a PS3. PS5 will self-destruct at 8K. I wasted money on console because I keep rebuying my games on PC, LOL. Yeah. Dude, I bought a lot of games recently on the freaking. I've been buying a lot of my games on PC again. A lot of the games I really like. I've been buying on PC again. Jealous I don't have a 4090 to be a part of the Jensen 4090. Oh, dude. Who did you lose to AMD? I'm an AMD, bro. That's why I have like 900 unplayed games on Steam, because all those 360 PS3 games I beat already. Yeah. I do buy them and play them for at least a couple hours. Because I'm like, oh, dude, these look so good now. But yeah, dude, I would have much rather experienced those. Yeah, it is pretty dumb to spend $1,500. What's up, Ryder? Switch to 4K, gets a lot harder. 4K is a waste of money too, though. See, 4090s and 4Ks are waste of money. 1440p and mid-range is where it's at. I think you could be very happy with that. 4090 is the price. I mean, if the 4090 was $1,000, then it would be a different story. These ponies think Frog versus Alex Super Mutant video. Battalia would be interesting. Alex is a PC Master Race beast. I don't really think he's a beast, bro. I just think he gets free 4090s or 90 series cards, and then he spew nonsense about RTX. 4090 RTA do 4K 80 to 90 FPS, no upscale, man. This thing is a beast. Wait, so you're telling me the 4090 can do 4K 80 to 90 frames on Cyberpunk 2077 with no upscale? I need proof of that. You're trying to tell me it can do 4K ray tracing with path tracing and all of that if at 80 to 90 frames? It's the only game I've bought recently on Xbox Series X to play on my 1440p monitor. Yeah, everybody here uses Xbox Game Pass, Grim. There's a lot of good stuff on there. Let me pull it up and I'll show you. I pull it up and I'll show you. No chance a 4090 can do that? I thought a 4090 could do everything, man. So Game Pass, you got Age of Empires 4, you got Ark. Dude, that's on Game Pass? Is that on Game Pass? Oh, let's see what else is on here. You got Dead Space. You can play some Dead Space on Game Pass. You can play some Forza Motorsport on Game Pass. Skyrim, Gotham Knights, Halo Infinite, Hellblade, Hitman, Far Cry 6. You can play some Goat Simulator 3. That's new. Some Tomb Raider, Aftermath, World War Z. Remnant 2, you can play Remnant. Yeah, dude, Wild Hearts. There's a lot of good games on here, man. And, The Man Who Erased His Name. Starfield, you can play some Starfield, some Battlefield, some Flight Simulator, some F1 22. Need for Speed Unbound is on there. Ghost Recon. Wolong. There's a lot of good stuff on there. Assassin's Creed. There's a lot of good ones on there. Ray tracing is not path tracing, Frog. Oh, no, man. But that's the whole reason you'd buy 4090 is for the path tracing. Come on, man. You guys are never going to sell me on that again. Oh, regular RT. Oh, regular RT. Okay, yeah. Yeah, nobody spends that amount of money on a GPU, bro. Just the 1% of lucky fools that that think they're getting a deal by buying more to save more. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, man. Now, if the 70 series didn't come out every generation and pretty much trade blows with the top end card, then I'd be like, yeah, you're saving money, but I don't think that's the case. If the 80 series was still under $1,000, I think it would be worth it. I mean, the 4070 Ti is supposed to be a 4080. 4080 Slim, man. 4080 Slim, dude. Path tracing is ray tracing. It's just, yeah, exactly. It is this. It's path tracing is real ray tracing. The other ray tracing is just not real ray tracing. We should be getting something in January. He doesn't lay on his back when he looks under a car at work. I walk right under it and look up, huh? Oh, I see. I have to stoop slightly. You guys are jerks. If the 5080 loses in performance to the 4090, it will look good. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to... I don't think the 5080 is going to lose to a 4090, bro. I think the 5080 is going to destroy it. I think the 4070 is going to look good. 4070 Ti, 4070 is going to look pretty good compared to a 4090. Dragon Gadian got me into Yakuza games. It's good. Yeah, it is pretty good as long as you use the Japanese subtitle. Oh, all right, my friends. Well, I'm going to go make me some food. I'm going to go make my steak. It's already getting to be about 7 o'clock. I'm already an hour past my eating window, so I need to go eat. So I will see you guys later, man. Thanks for coming tonight. We had a good stream. Thanks for all the donations and the membership gifting. I appreciate that. I'll look into making some freaking... I'll look into making some of those little things. I'll see if I can figure it out. Some emojis. That's what they call them, emojis. All right.